Going on, guys? Today I want to talk about affording cars and what it actually costs to own a car, whether it be like a mid-level, higher end one, or even like an exotic car. I'm going to use mine as an example. I drive a 2016 Corvette ZO6, and I'm going to go over all the steps of like how I purchased it, all the costs involved, all the costs monthly, what I put into it, and what I expect to get at the end, and show you that it's not really as expensive to afford a car as you think it is, or as most people think it is. A lot of people assume to drive like a Lamborghini Huracan, you have to be a millionaire, when in reality, if you can put $50,000 down and just get normal 6-year financing, it's $2,500, $3,000 a month. It's really not too expensive. Obviously, that's expensive for the normal person, but I'm saying you don't have to be a millionaire to be able to afford a Lamborghini. So let's go over what I paid for my car and how all the costs break down. So for mine, it was a 2016 Corvette Z06. It was a 1LT, and I got it with about 3,000 miles on it. It was listed at $79,000 when I went into the dealer. We negotiated to $71,800. I also had a trade-in, and he gave me a good deal on that. So for price of the car, for the fees, this is just for all through the dealership, all the fees I got. So price of the car, obviously $71,835. Document processing charge, no clue what that is, just to probably go through it all with me. $80. Sales tax in California, I believe it's around 8%. So it was almost $6,000. Registration fee, $15. Emissions fee, $8. Vehicle registration fee, $25. So total cost of the car, all in, was $77,832.20 after everything. So what did I do? I put $15,000 down about on that and financed the rest. Now, getting financing when you're my age and only have self-employment history of about a year and a half is very difficult. So for those of you who don't know, I had a Corvette Stingray before this, and I financed about $40,000 on that, and I barely was able to get it, showing a credit score of 750 and an income of $15,000 a month, and they gave me a 9% APR for that. Now, I got that changed in 2 months, but that was the only way I could get financed. So if you don't have up to over 2 years of self-employment history, or if you're younger like me and only have a couple years of credit history or barely any auto loan history, it's very difficult. I'm looking at Lamborghinis right now, and I'm having difficulty getting financing for it just because of my auto loan history. I mean, I can, on my credit score is 750 still, show an income of $35,000, which he said is great. It's just the auto loan history holding me back right now. So let's continue on this. So I put $15,000 down, about financed about $62,000. They gave me an APR of 6.35, and that makes my monthly payment for the car come out to $1,074.26. So I pay about $1,100 a month for the car. So if you look at it this way, I mean, this is financed over 6 years. I don't plan to keep the car for 6 years, so I'll get rid of it. So I'm not actually paying that whole APR towards the car, only for the years I use their money. So, I mean, for new, this car probably goes for $95,000, probably about $90,000 to $95,000 new. So for a $95,000 car, almost six-figure car, $1,000 payment a month, not bad at all. A lot of people be like, "Oh, you just dropped $100,000. That's a waste of money." No, I financed it. I put $15,000 down, $1,100 payment a month, not much. So what other costs are associated with owning this car? So for me, because I'm young, my insurance is kind of high. Funny thing is, it was higher for my Stingray than the Z06, which makes 0 sense because the Z06 is almost double the price and has like 300 more horsepower. So I don't know why, don't ask me, but it went down a little bit. So my insurance is $2,800 a year, comes out to about $233 a month. Pretty normal for someone who's 21 like me. I expected it to be higher, honestly. I thought it was going to be $4,000 or $5,000, but I use Mercury. It is my own insurance. It's completely full coverage on everything, the highest limits you can get. So it's not like I slacked on that at all. Gas for me, I drive about 800 miles. It takes premium. gas in California is about $3 a gallon, and it's cost me about $250 a month for gas. For the oil change for this car, it's about $100 with labor. So I need one about every 6,000 miles. So it's about $200 a year, $16 a month. I expense for that. Tires for my car, depends how you drive it. I don't do burnouts and stuff, so I can get 10 to 12,000 miles out of the tires. I can buy the tires for $1,000 to $1,100. Then I estimated labor to be about $300, so $1,400 once a year for tires. It's about $100 a month, $115. I have not done any repairs or anything on this car. Never had any problems. Don't expect to anytime soon. These cars do great, Chevys. So total monthly costs for owning this car, everything in, even stuff that's one-time payment at the end of the year, is about $1,690. So if you have that much, or if you're spending anywhere close to that on your car, you can afford the same car I drove, the 2016 Corvette ZO6. So I mean, owning a car that's a six-figure car really isn't as difficult as people think it is. People probably assume you need to make a couple $100,000 to own this car, when in reality, let's say you have a house, $2,000 a month, and all other expenses. If you're making $7,000 to $10,000, you can afford this car, no problem, all costs in. So for me, I did do a couple things to my car because it came kind of plain and I didn't like the way it looked. So I wrapped my roof and the hood of my car with little hood weave and carbon fiber on the roof. That was $500 all in. And then I got side skirts and front splitter, which was about $1,500. So I spent an extra $2,000 on the car to make it look better, and I think the side skirts and front splitter do a lot for the car and will help the resale value a little bit. $2,000 worth, probably not, but it just makes the car look a lot better, and I'm a lot happier with it. So that kind of shows you the costs associated with owning a car, specifically a Z06. Right now they're going for about $65,000 or $70,000 in the 8 to 10,000 mile range, so right where I'm at. So from purchase price, it's probably gone down $2,000 or $3,000, which isn't bad for putting 6,000 miles on it so far. But that kind of shows you the costs associated with owning a car and how it's really not that expensive. For those of you who are looking at maybe like, oh, I want a Mustang that's in the $30,000 range or $40,000 range, you're probably looking at a payment, if you put like $10,000 down, $5,000 down, you're probably looking close to a payment of $400 to $500, which isn't bad. And then maybe your other costs like insurance and whatnot. But $500 car payment, I mean, whatever you feel comfortable doing. I wouldn't buy this car if I was only making $10,000 a month. I like to put more towards savings and other things, but right now my income was about $25,000 when I got this car, $20,000. So I felt comfortable spending $1,700 a month in total. Out of $20,000, that's not a lot in my opinion. So the rest is going towards saving and towards a house. But I hope that kind of helped you guys out figuring what cars really cost and what you can get into. It all depends on your income level, your credit history, and your credit score. So if you guys have any questions about it, I try and answer them in the comments to my best ability. I don't have tons of knowledge on this, just from the experience I've had. But let me know if you guys have any questions or anything, and I'll see you guys in the next video.